But just because you're real good doesn't mean that you don't get to practice and that you're not supposed to practice, right? Just because you're gifted doesn't mean you don't have to show up to rehearsal, and it doesn't mean that you don't have to show up to practice, and it doesn't mean that you don't also have to do the work on your own, right? I've heard multiple people talk about like Kobe Bryant and Stephen Curry and how, the work was done during practice, the work was done after the game, the work was done before the game, the work was not done at the game. What we would see, right, the result of what was done during practice is what we saw during the game. And so for many of you, where you're seeing people on stage and where you're seeing people perform at their highest capacity and where you're seeing people perform in a way where you're like, man, I could never. Well, if you don't practice and if you don't show up to rehearsal, you're right, you could never. Gifted or not, right? You being gifted